first person that made a decent text post that has real information in it, like where it is and those kind of things, that's factual, doesn't have any cussing, that kind of stuff in it, we let that one go, and we let usually the first decent photo go, and then we hope people will post their photos, their comments, what they saw, and things like that in those two. Because when we let 100 photos post or 100 comments go, or the first 15, and sometimes we get 30, the first 15 people that saw it say that, you guys wouldn't be able to find any of the information or discussion, so we kind of keep that simple. But the photos themselves, we talked to a law enforcement officer and said, not so much the photos, but the looky-loos become a problem. They create a traffic problem at the site.
Yeah, a lot of people, we dealt with this during the fires last summer, and as we can tell now, our first big event of the year, we get people that want to go down and see it, and I understand it. It's it's exciting.
It's interesting, and I'll admit I want to see it.
Yeah, we all do want to see it, and we encourage people, if they're out of the way and they're not interfering with traffic, because first responders got to come and go.
Yeah.
And when everybody starts heading into an area, law enforcement, now you're forcing law enforcement to have to stay and direct traffic. And now we got people lined up out of their cars with their phones sticking out, wanting to get recordings. And
when I say I want to see it, I don't have to see it in person. I kind of want to know what's going on. It's like everybody else. It's why people look at Scanner Group. They want to know what's going on. Which is good, because if the fire's in your hood, you definitely want to know.
Well, that's right. And if you don't want to know what's going on and you're not a nosy person, you wouldn't be on the scanner page.
Probably not.
I'm nosy. Yep. I want to know what's going on.
I'm pretty curious.
And, we encourage people, if you got your phone and you're a passenger in a vehicle, stick your phone up, take a picture,
get that video,
take a video, and then get out of the area.
And if that's a scene of an accident or literally something going down like a match bust, or if you don't think the public knows about it yet, you gotta wait a little bit before you post that stuff, because we want to give the police keep their tactical needs met, that kind of stuff. We'll keep it out there a little ways further. If we delete one, that's usually why. Well, that was a little too quick. It's happening right now.
We like to do that. It's called a tactical delay. It allows law enforcement a chance to move on to the next phase of their operations while we're talking about phase one.
Yeah, I mean, if you just picture this, a bunch of cops are about to storm a house as like a drug bust.
Yeah.
And then somebody posts on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
These cops are getting ready for a drug bust at this address.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It was some time ago, because Jared was a law enforcement officer. I said, vet this stuff for us. I do my stuff like 10, 15 minutes behind if it's a prowler in a house, because I don't want the prowler to know they're coming if they happen to have alerts set up for Scanner Group. That would be silly.
Yeah, and with the tactical delays, like a vehicle chase, lights, sirens, the whole world knows you're coming. There's not a lot of tactical
advantage.
There's no
advantage there. So we can be 30 seconds behind.
Just depends what it is, really.
Yeah. But we've had a couple of occasions where we had a hostage situation a couple of years ago, where somebody was saying, "Hey man, there's a guy up on a roof with a rifle. And they're giving locations of where officers are setting up.
Yeah, we're
setting up, on tactical advantage on a house.
Don't want to do that.
And it's like, are we serious? There's common sense when you're coming onto a thread.
If I've been near some kind of event going on, generally what I'm doing is finding a hillside or something like that and trying to get a zoom in from far away, so that I'm not in the way. I don't want to drive through it. I don't want to drive down the road if something's going on down that road, because it's just another car, And
like last year's fires, we had several people that went up into the hills and got, an upper vantage point of the fires down below, miles away from any operations going on.
Yeah.
Get the pictures, send them to us. We would love to, let the whole world see it.
Want to be
those
safe
are some
about that.
awesome pictures too.
Yeah.
Those far away ones really.
Yeah, some folks are some pretty good vantage point photography, going to find just the right place. I think that's pretty cool. We were told that there's a guy that regularly ends up at calls. So it's pretty obvious to law enforcement that he's listening to the scanner and running to the calls. And I didn't hear a lot about him taking pictures, but that's usually the goal. But this guy is like right at the scene. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I don't know. There's different reasons psychologically that people do that. They have a hero complex. They want to get involved. They're someplace nearby, and they're going to get there every time to see if there's something they can help with. Sometimes it's, with an arsonist, it's the guy that committed the crime. He wants to watch. And then in other cases, it's like glory hounds. They want to get the best picture, or they want to say they saw it, or they want to be there on scene to observe it. And none of those things are really terribly healthy, I don't think.
I've never understood views. I need to get there, interfere with law enforcement activity to get a video that maybe makes law enforcement look bad, so I can get views on YouTube.
To be fair, some of them can actually make money by selling the photos or video to news broadcasting
Associated
stations.
Press.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of stuff.
Which even still, you're just interfering.
When I was on the street,
stay back a little
if you
bit.
get in my way, you're going to jail. I don't care if you're trying to make a buck.
It's preventing the work that people were called there to do.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to the Scanner Group Crowdsourced Crime and Safety Podcast with Ryan Mallory and Jared Bannery from ThiefHunter Labs. Make sure to subscribe today for notifications about the next show. Visit us at www.thiefhunterlabs.com or on Facebook as Thief Hunter Labs in the search bar.